We know of Swami showing his presence wherever his Sankirtana is done, wherever his bhajans are sung. I have a personal incident to recount. In our home in Coorg, in Karnataka, we used to have bhajans at home on Saturdays. When I was away in the hostel, only my father, my mother and my sister would sit and do the bhajans. My mother would insist on my sister being very neatly dressed, hair nicely combed, and then only come and sit for the bhajans. So my sister on occasion has told my mother, "It is okay, Amma, I will sit for bhajan like this, Swami will not say anything." They came here to Puttaparthi and Swami blessed us with an interview. In the interview, Swami looked at my sister and said, "Hey, when your mother says that you should dress up properly, you must comb your hair properly and sit in front of me for bhajans in your house, you must follow her words." And my sister was shocked because this is something that happened at home 400 kilometers away in front of Swami's photograph. So if we are to attain Swami through this path, through this sadhana of Kirtana or Sankirtana, we are so lucky because this is a path that is so dear to Swami, as he himself has said multiple times to all of us. In 1986, I was studying in my 11th standard and Swami had come to the higher secondary school that year to distribute prizes. So before the prize distribution started, I sang a song called "Jag mein sundar hai do naam, chahe Krishna kaho ya Ram," which translates to, in this world there are two dear names. You can choose to sing Krishna or you can choose to sing Rama. And the song goes on. The prize distribution started and I had won some prizes. So I went up to the stage and received my prizes from Swami. After receiving the prizes, when I came back to sit with the music group, Swami turned to me and said, "Adira, nee prizes chahe Krishna kaho ya Ram. Krishnudu, Ramudu, ee perulu, adera nee prizes," he said. So he made it amply clear to me that these names that we hold so dear to us in our lives, these are the prizes that we really have to gain from Swami, and this is what will help us to attain Swami through this sadhana, the sadhana of Namasmarana through Sankirtana. And some of us were fortunate to have acted in dramas that involved the characters of Radha and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The wonderful thing about these dramas was that Swami would come and he would talk to all of us not just about the drama. He would not just teach us the songs. He would not just teach us the singing. He would not just teach us the emotions that went into the singing. He would not just teach us the acting. He would not just teach us the dancing, but he would teach us the real import of the devotion that these dear devotees had to him, how much they meant to him and how much he means to them. So about Radha, Swami would always tell us, "Radhaku adhara dhara aradhana." So he would say that you people come, you sing for about half an hour and then go back, but that is not enough. He would say, "Dhara aradhana." It is a continuous stream that should flow from your heart to God. And even when he would tell us that he wanted us to be like a fakir. A fakir is also somebody who sang to God, and he would not think of God just when he was singing. He would think of God for the rest of the day also. So this Dhara Aradhana is that Swami wanted, not just when we are singing to him for a half an hour bhajan or a 1 hour bhajan. And about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I recall that when I was feeling a little nervous about playing the role of this great saint who would dance and sing for the Lord, Swami would tell that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was ridiculed many a time when he would be going on the streets singing the name of his dear Hari, that people would come and pluck out his cymbals. Then he would let the cymbals alone. He would start clapping. People would come and hold his hand and not allow him. But he would not stop singing the name of his Lord, because that is what his Lord meant to him. For him, Hari is everything. So he lost consciousness of everything around him. So Swami used to tell us such stories just to make sure that come what may, this is the path that is identified for us, and this is the path we have to take, and this is the path that is so dear to him in this Kali Yuga, and we have to be like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in our lives to continuously think of him and attain him. Mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tisthami Narada. Lord Vishnu tells Narada that wherever my devotees sing my name, I establish myself there. I think the little catch in this statement is Swami tells us Mat Bhakta Yatra Gayanti. So before we sing Swami's name and before we expect that Swami comes and establishes himself in front of us just because we are singing his name, we must ensure that we are his Bhakta. And I think once we make ourselves his devotee and sing his name with love from our heart, he very much establishes himself there. Sai Ram.
Vishnu Smaranam,
chanting